Hey, this is Brad Kazmarski. We just got done working out today and answering the question to Mike about pattern assistance. What is it? When to use it? Why? Pattern assistance, I guess, was previously called core activation. The reason for the switch, this is only my opinion, I can only give you what I think, is that it assists the pattern through whatever sort of stabilization you need. So a lot of times we say an active straight leg raise, the reason someone can't do it is not because they don't have the hamstring length, it's because of the coordination or the sequencing or the firing that goes on. So the pattern assistance, in this case, so Jenna's going to show it, is she's going to use her arms, press down, getting pattern assistance, the firing, sequencing going on in the core, that millisecond activation we talk about with the multifidus in the core and different things, all the stuff that Charlie and all those guys talk about, happens first. That's supposed to happen anyway. So if you can't do this, those things aren't happening in your leg lowering or leg raising. So the pattern assistance allows you to be able to have those things that are already supposed to happen, and then you can retrain the pattern the way it's supposed to happen. So it's just giving you what's already supposed to happen naturally if it isn't happening. That is the purpose in that pattern. I'll also show you a different pattern. The reason it's different from a lumbar prop or a shortening of a pattern is those allow you to do it, but they don't change the sequencing or the firing. This proactively, pressing the arms down, proactively kicks in that millisecond firing in the pattern that you want to happen correctly, so everything else can relax and do it the way it's supposed to. So I'm going to go to quadruped now, and then we will talk about that too. Another standard pattern to add pattern assistance to would be a hip extension. If we're doing a hip extension in the core, or whatever the patterning sequence doesn't work, then we see ourselves caving through. Putting a bottle or something on the top isn't the same as pattern assistance. That's allowing or maintaining position. But getting a band and kicking in pattern assistance right here now allows a little extra activation in the core. So when we go to hip extension, all the right stuff is already firing and happening through the core, the shoulder, and the hips. So we're stabilizing here, stabilizing here, stabilizing here to the right extent that we should be doing anyways. If we can already do that, we don't really need pattern assistance. Pattern assistance becomes helpful when the right thing isn't already happening. So we need that hip, that core, that rotation, or anti-rotation, and shoulders stabilized. If we can't get that, then we add the pattern activation. So the whole pattern is reactivated or activated in the way it should be correctly first before you start the pattern. It's proactive. Hopefully that makes a little sense on when to use it. You only need to use it if the pattern isn't activating correctly to begin with. If it already is, pattern assistance is not necessary. Hopefully that makes a little sense on what it is, why it is, and when to use it.